real quick. So we can move people there.
It's a party.
It is the best party. Look at us. All the best people are here.
That's right. Okay, breakout rooms.
Okay, I'll just move our team to the breakout rooms, and because it was conflicting, so we had to make it like that.
Perfect.
Sorry about
You
that.
rock. Nice to meet you, team. You guys have fun. Miss me.
Miss me. You better.
Jada, how have you been?
Good. Productive. What about you?
Same. Busy. Good busy. Learning a lot.
What are you learning about?
Oh, we're dealing with a interesting sub 2 purchase right now that a lot of things came out during title. So
Ooh.
very grateful for title. And it's bringing a lot of different aspects and frustrations that we get to work through and build into our processes, which is awesome.
Oh, dang.
Hey, Jada, I'm gonna move us to the room, like to room 1,
Sure.
because that's where we have. Uh,
This is the room that everybody that's coming for the Zoom is going to be in.
this is not the room, right? This is a
This is the room.
no. This is unassigned. This is not an actual room.
That's what I'm saying. So anybody who's coming in for the underwriting Zoom is going to be in this room. So we'll have to, I don't know who's a part of your team and who's not. So I don't know who to move to where.
Yeah, don't worry. I got it. I got it.
So Grady, about this deal, are you bringing it over for us to look at?
Nope.
Ooh.
We've already done way more legwork than you'd think you'd have to do on a deal. But I do have a handful of others that I'm looking at that if we need deals to look at, I've got a few.
I would love that. Dude, that's awesome.
Okay, so Jada, we got. I think few people are in room 1. There is 3 or 4 people. Theresia. Uh, should we move to room 1 as well, all of us?
I think we should stay in this room because this is where anybody that's going to come for the underwriting Zoom is going to go. So
Okay, so are we in room 1? I can't tell which room I am in. That's weird.
I think
Unassigned.
yeah, but I think we should stay here.
Okay, so I'll just. So you can see yourself in unassigned, Jada?
Let me see. No, I see me going into room 2. I don't know why. It just says I'm not joined.
Yeah, that's the problem. I think it's messed up a little.
Yeah, I
We
think
can't
it's
tell
fine though.
who's where exactly.
Pretty much, if I talk too much, you send me to a breakout room for my timeout.
Yeah, I think people can just leave the honest or leave whatever room they're in to come here, or we can move them here because Eric's here now.
Eric, you look familiar.
Eric is part of sub 2 as well.
Hey,
Hello, hello.
What's cooking good looking?
Deals.
I
Your
like
rentals
it.
ready.
Nice.
Eric, do you have a deal that you want us to look at? Grady, I want to look at yours, so I'm just gonna feel free to email Chai. His email and template to send it is in the chat now. But Eric, what about you? Have you been?
Good, good. No, no deals right now. Nothing at the moment.
What have you been working on lately?
We've had a few wholesale deals. We were trying to wholesale. We got one under contract. So we're working to see if we can move that one. We'll see. It should close. It should close soon.
That's awesome. Nice to meet you, Ajita. Teresa, nice to see you. Ashan, Shaswat. Nice to meet everybody. Does anybody want to? Grady, you're also new. Teresa, you're also new. do you guys want to introduce yourself and network a little bit so that people that are here know what you can do? For instance, Eric says that he's wholesaling a deal. Now, is he wholesaling a deal in Texas? If you're a Texas buyer, there we go.
Everyone, Chatan. Hello, I'm a sub 2 TC and Gator. I'm trying to connect with all of you. I have not buying anything yet, but I'm doing a connector. I'm a Gator. I'm helping a lender doing a TC part. That's pretty much it on my side. I would like to learn more about underwriting. Definitely, I'm looking at myself. I'm looking at storage. That's what my purpose, the storage building. But I just want to make sure, the number correct, basically on the storage, and also thinking about buying the old house. Maybe I want to build ADU so we can do a pet split, something like that. So that is my goal for 2025. I am
Okay.
currently in Oregon. So I know Bob Boren joined you guys once in a while, and he is also my neighbor here in Oregon. So I don't know why he's not showing up over here, but he keep forcing me to join these groups. Like, okay, but now he didn't do what he said. So
Okay.
nice to meet you, Jade, and nice to meet you, Chai.
Hello,
Uh,
how you doing? Sorry,
I'm good.
I'm not at my desk today, so my camera is not on. But
It's
yeah,
okay. It's okay. You're the famous guy. Your face all over the Facebook, and also you, Jade.
thank you.
Bob really kind of like sending the
Made
link
my
to
day.
me. Yeah. So unfortunately this schedule little bit overlap. I have a 3 o'clock meeting. Probably I have to get out at 3 o'clock. But if you still on after my meeting, I try to jump in back into the
Awesome.
meeting.
Sounds good. And all of these meetings are recorded, so I would say to get the recordings for these, because they're not always posted on YouTube, just go ahead and join the group and make a post. So there you go.
Awesome. So Grady, are you part of Sub 2 as well?
I am. So I'll do my
Okay.
little introduction for you guys as well, if you don't mind.
Yes, please.
Grady Iverson, part of Sub 2. I'm a mindset coach before this. Before that, I did a lot of other things and had a little over a decade in oil and gas industry, which all led me into real estate, weirdly enough. Got myself an awesome partner that I'm working with. We started Bliss Based Ventures. We're picking up properties. Our main focus is near hospitals. We're working to become the leading providers of home-like housing for people going through different medical situations. So you think of transitional housing, but when you get out of surgery, you need a good place to recover. We're going to become those homes. With that, we're building a strong foundation on before we pick up a lot of these hospital housings. While we're negotiating with hospitals to get those things moving, we're building out a foundation of pad splits and co-living just to help build the structure for where we're going to be taking this in the future. So there's a rough sum up.
Okay.
I love it.
No, pad split and uh what was I saying? I mean, group home paired with a cause is going to be the leading strategy in the coming years, 100%. So you are on an amazing track. On another note, if you are interested, we need more people to support this new community Jada and I have embarked upon. I mean, this journey we have embarked upon to make this new community successful, and we need more people such as yourself, especially with mindset coaching background, to come and volunteer and help people Would you be interested in something like this? I
Oh,
mean,
for sure.
our Saturday Zooms, we can even have a dedicated slot, or whenever you're available to talk
Yeah,
about
I would
how.
definitely be interested. I think we can have a conversation about it later when not everyone's here, but
Yeah.
I'm game.
Oh,
I love
fantastic.
where your head's at, and what you and Jada have done in the past and are doing now, I think is awesome.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Chai, Grady went ahead and sent you a deal of his. So it's a
Yeah.
pad split. I
That's the-
see you're going to
It's
utilize
an
SCR for the purchase.
Yep, so it's a cash purchase in Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
And so we're looking at doing a pad split for it. Now, where I run into second guessing myself with pad splits is room count. Can I
Okay.
actually fit the rooms needed for this deal?
So, were you on this Saturday's call last Saturday?
I was not.
Oh,
No.
okay. So you need to go back to that recording and go through the presentation that was put together by Dustin and his partner Tracy. Wow.
Perfect.
Oh my God, it blew my mind away, honestly. So the house they had was exactly like this, literally 1700 square feet or little less than that. Three, two. I mean, they had a two bathroom house, which is important for pad split, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But before I tell you that, they were able to convert that house into 8 bedroom house. A
Wow.
3 bedroom house to 8 bedroom house. Insane. Eh,
That's
But that house
impressive.
had a that house did have a garage. This one don't look like it does.
It does not.
So you may not get those 2 extra bedrooms, but if you're happy with 6, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
uh,
And there should be a link to pictures, yeah, on the bottom of that email for you too.
yeah, see that's perfectly. I mean, that looks like a kitchen, I guess. But let's see. A living room can be split into 2 rooms sometimes. But before anything else, this house does need a full facelift. So I think you should count on. I mean, how much are you paying to buy this one?
One, where's my numbers?
120, 130.
175 is the cash price.
And what's it worth after fixing up?
Uh, I don't remember, and I forgot to type it into my own sheet. That's a great question. Give me just a second.
Okay. So Fayetteville has home fully booked, going for 155 to 170 per month, I'm sorry, per week, per bedroom. So you're looking at potentially, I mean, you can easily do 4 to 5 bedrooms, if not 6. So I would just run my numbers on 4 or 5 bedrooms. So even at 4 times 170 times 4, it's 2720 per month, which is a very good number for, if it's worth under 250, I think you should be able to cash flow on this just fine.
Yeah, so I did a rough estimation of 40,000 in renovations
Okay.
on that.
But how
Sorry, I'm
much is the
pulling up
market value of this house? Because I know
I
will
think
make well.
220 was the number I was seeing.
Yeah. So the house and the strategy, love it, but the price point, not so much. So 175 plus 40 itself, you are around 210. I mean, sorry, 215. So you're right at the value of the property just after putting the money to fix it. So you need to buy the properties at 70 to 80% of the market value, including rehab. So for a $220,000 house, if you cannot be all in at 170, 175, I don't think it's a great deal. For pads,
Okay.
you do need to add more money into the deal because you need to add more walls and framing and whatnot. But yeah, I wouldn't use, I mean, these numbers are terrible. And in this market, especially, those are terrible numbers because they just don't make sense to
Good
me.
to know. Thank you.
Because, I mean, you should be buying this a lot lower. Hope that makes sense.
That does.
You mentioned you had a couple other deals, right, Grady?
Yeah, I'm going through. I've got a handful more.
Shashwat, Ashal, are they all new? Jada?
Yeah, Shashwat has been here. I think he joined last Saturday. Ashal, I don't know. I don't remember your name. Hello, new people.
Hi, I'm brand new. This is my very first day. My mom sent me the link, so I'm just here to listen and learn.
Awesome. Thank you.
Uh, wait, who's your mom?
Ajita, she's here on the call with me.
Oh, that's her account. Okay.
Yeah.
Have it sounds like that name is familiar. Have I met her?
Yes, I have come on a hi Chai. I have come on a couple of calls on Saturdays, and
Oh,
listen to
okay.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Awesome.
usually hang out with the Atlanta sub-2 group over here in Atlanta.
Love it.
But we have met in Atlanta, right? I think.
No, I haven't met you when you have come over here, but I only seen you on Zoom calls on Saturdays.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay. Okay. Nice. Where are you from, by the way? If I don't.
Actually from California, but currently we're in Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Okay. Got
Yeah.
you. Awesome.
California.
All right. Sorry. Go ahead, Grady. If you have more deals, happy to look at it. Does anybody else have any deals? Ashal, Shashwat, you guys, Teresia, you got Ajita for by all means have a deal. Look, we'll take a look.
I'm still trying to make calls and just trying to see where I can. It's not easy making calls and trying to
Jump
find
off
the
to
deals.
another meeting. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Ajita, it's definitely it takes a certain kind of person too to make calls. That's actually what Pace was talking about today in the morning jam session. He was talking about all the different kinds of kind of avatars and strategies that you can use. I forgot what he was talking about today, but he's really trying to let people know, hey, if you don't like making calls, you don't have to. There's a lot of other ways to like get deals or wedge yourself within deals. So that was just yeah. If you ever want to chat or want to brainstorm some stuff, just feel free to reach out to me. Just DM me.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ada.
Of course. And then Chai is putting some thick details in the chat.
Okay, thank you.
Let's see. So this is in Mesa. Do you want or need me to pull this up, Chai, or you got it?
Oh, sorry, I haven't. 1 second.
It's in the chat. Shaswat, I was telling Ajita she could reach out to me if she wanted to brainstorm on anything. But what are you up to? If you can unmute, feel free to introduce
So
yourself.
the Mesa, Arizona deal, Grady?
Correct.
Okay. Okay, so that looks more like a deal without, again, without knowing much about it. Just a very rough, still not a great deal. However, we'll see. So do you have pictures of this one?
I just dropped the link in the chat for you.
Okay, awesome. Nope. What is
Goal to to get a team.
Oh, hey, it's Jada.
If we can work that out something.
What? Love it. Look at that hair. Ooh, yeah.
You forgot your beanie that day.
I see.
I don't see the. Is this it? I guess that's it. Well, I mean, I don't see the link to
The
The link
to
is it's a Dropbox link in the chat that he just sent.
Okay, now I got
Photos.
it. Never mind.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah. Too bad. It's okay. Yeah, I mean, I would say maybe 30 to 40 grand to lift it up.
okay. I
Give it a
put 55 as my Reno number.
Yeah, to flip it, yes. But to, I mean,
The
just
pad
get
split it, not
ready.
as much.
Well, it'll be the same thing because 35 to 40 to fix it to rental grade level, but then furniture and all other costs, you're gonna look at about the same amount.
Okay.
Okay, but then you got say 1600 square feet. Uh, again, 4 to 5 bedrooms, easy. You're buying it high. But as far as I remember, the insurance and property tax numbers in Arizona are much more favorable compared to Texas. So overall, your monthly payment might be lower. If that is the right tax amount, then it's going to be a lot lower. So your payment on something like this. Hey, hold on 1 second.
While Chai is a little busy, I did want to mention that we actually have our own BRRRR calculator and we have our own mortgage calculator similar to this. So if anybody ever wanted to use our analysis sheet, I will go ahead and put a description on how to get it in the chat. Basically, just join the group, make a post, invite 5 people, and we'll go ahead and send it. And I'm making a tutorial on how to use it as well. If that sounds like something you guys are interested in, let me know.
Okay.
Can you have too many calculators?
No.
So 280,000 plus 55, I'm just gonna try to use that as a rough number, like 335 at 6.5% interest rate, 30 years. Property taxes, if that number is true, PMI 0, insurance 2000, just roughly. You are looking at 2400. For Mesa, Arizona pad split, numbers are in the range of 200 to 260,
So
depending on how you make it look like.
have you seen the market insights for pad split yet?
On that in that area, probably not.
Well, because pad split actually has, if you sign up as a host.
Yeah, you can get.
Would- Okay.
Yeah,
Just-
I mean, I don't. I just go by for underwriting calls. I just use these numbers roughly, but we can always
Perfect.
deep dive into this. But let's say you have 4 bedrooms, okay? 4 times 2, 20 times 4, 3520, which is a very healthy number, times 0.92, because you have to pay 8% to pad split. That's your monthly collection for a property that is going to cost you 2400. But again, you have to also pay for utilities and whatnot. So unless you can make that house a 5 bedroom or more, again, in
Okay.
this case, let's go back to the photos. Sorry, was I in the chat? Again, no garage. So the garage, so minimum 5 bedrooms or more, then it will cash flow decent number.
So
So
when you're looking at a deal for cash flow, do you look at cash on cash return, or are you just looking for a
yes,
specific amount of cash flow
no,
you're
cash
looking
on
for
cash
yourself?
return. So in this
Okay,
case, you're walking away with 3238 minus 2400 is your payment. Okay. Minus maybe 500 or more in utilities, because I don't know, but I think you have to provide utilities for
correct.
a pad split strategy. So with that being said, then you're looking at
Not much cash flow.
not much cash flow unless you have another bedroom, minimum 5 or more. Then you can say, okay, this is going to cash flow.
Perfect.
So yeah, in that scenario, I would try and stay under properties that are worth 250 grand market value and try to buy them at 150 or below. Then your strategy will almost always, like, cheaper properties in desirable areas. That is the most effective strategy for anything in real estate.
Awesome.
Good luck, man. I hope
No,
you,
thank you so much. This has helped out a lot.
of course, yeah, good luck. Anybody else with any? Jill, how are you? All right.
He's shy. Let's see. Somebody said after tons of research and lots of time wasted, I got a way to call homeowners. Got a number for Las Vegas, Nevada, and calling in Arizona. Any feedback and guidance?
Uh,
Go ahead.
go ahead if you.
No, I was just gonna ask questions. So like, what kind of homeowners are you calling? Is it foreclosures? Is it,
Yeah, but I'll tell you one thing that I noticed that may or may not be a red flag. I'm not I mean, I don't have a team that is calling anymore. Um, However, I can tell you one thing, that if you have a Las Vegas number and calling in Arizona, that may come off as a spam number. Uh, Either way, like, spam numbers are on the rise, so it's hard to make sense of anything. However, I mean, just that alone might be something you can think about fixing. Get an Arizona number. You don't need to worry about it. You can get it sitting in Nevada. You don't have to go to Arizona to get a Arizona number. Um, then second thing is, uh, after you connect with people and they say they are willing to sell the property, then can you give them your number? Then there is a trust established in that scenario. Until then, you can use whatever number you want. You can, if you are using a software to call, then the software can buy and drop numbers as needed, to keep, I mean, to make sure the numbers don't get flagged as spam, likely. And that was happening last time we were doing this. I don't know if people have found a way to fix it, but I get a ton of calls every day, and they are all spam likely all the time. So,
Also,
uh, yeah.
Chaitanya, can I just unmute myself?
Yeah, of course. In our
Uh-huh.
Zoom.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I am. My name is Sashwat. I am from India, and now I'm residing also in India. So,
Okay.
yes, and I heard about you guys, and like every time people look for some similarities, like you are also Indian, so I
Right.
got attracted. Yes, so
Of course.
yes, brother. So actually, I'm just 22 years old now, and
Wow.
I like heard somewhere like if I want to change my current situation and my family situation, I need to think out of the box, you know. So
Right. So, I mean, that's a great. I mean, where are you based out of in India?
yeah, I'm near about in Varanasi. You know Varanasi,
Yeah.
Banaras.
Of course, yeah. So my
Yes.
brother is also based out of India and he works with me and I'll connect you with him. And there are a lot of students within these communities that have never set their foot in America and still running a very successful business in America. There is a whole community of people like you. So you are not alone. And more than me, those people are the ones that are going to be able to help you better. And you are in the right community, and that's where, I mean, we are all about helping people. Depending on what it is that you're trying to achieve, we are happy to, I mean, where you from doesn't matter as long as you can add value to my business or Grady's business or Jada's business. They're all going to help you, and believe it or not, but you can add a lot of value sitting anywhere on the planet. Okay. So great job for joining this community, first of all. And just to let you know that most of the calling happens from outside of the America, I mean outside of the country, for American real estate, whether it be for realtors lead generation or for wholesalers lead generation or investors lead generation. It all happens outside of America. I have a team in Philippines, I had a team in Egypt, I had a team in Bangladesh, uh, that used to call for lead generation all the time.
Can
So
I add to what you're saying, Chai?
yeah, please.
I mean, if you look at what's happening here, all of us that have came together are in totally different locations, but Chai is here helping us underwrite deals and helping us do things, and he's somewhere I don't even know where in the world. So you have an opportunity if you're willing to step up and help people and do things that you can do this from wherever you're at. And most I found for me, I'm born and raised in Alaska and I started doing all this in Alaska, which felt doesn't feel like you're in part of the US. Yet everyone is still open and willing to step up and help you through your process, help you learn, help you find ways to grow and find ways to grow yourself and your business. So I think you're in the right spot, man. You're doing it.
Yes, brother.
Age doesn't
Yes.
matter. It's awesome.
Yes, and like it's been 3 or 4 months now. I am doing all virtually everything. There were tons of difficulties, but I'm still learning. And like whenever I talk to anyone, I don't want to put myself in a very better place where I am not in reality. So honestly, I haven't closed any deal yet, and I don't hesitate to tell that to anyone. But I am still looking for my first deal, so I could just invest all those things, all those earnings into my business again to build a team or something like that, or any good resources, software, such like that.
Yeah.
So still, yes, yes. So still, like what Chaitanya said, like his brother is also doing all those things virtually. So, like brother, it would be a very good guidance and help for me as well. Like if you could, like allow me to connect with him as well.
Yeah, and then there's like a lot of ways to get to get a deal. It doesn't just have to be calling people And especially if you if you start calling people on, a lot of people aren't answering, or a lot of people just don't listen to you, and you don't know how to get better, and you're trying, you're learning from people um how to get better on the phones, but maybe if it's not working out, there's different things. One way I started working with Chai is I just started talking to more real estate investors, and a lot of them were newer and needed hard money lending because they were doing flips. So I was working with Chai by bringing him investors that wanted loans from him. So that's another way that at least we work with people. For instance, I do DSCR loans, so I have a couple people who um, they look for DSCR loans for me. So they look for people that are starting to get into real estate investing and have the capital to do flips. And maybe the flip has lasted too long and they want to refinance, or it was their whole strategy to fix the property up and then refinance it. Or sometimes they just found a turnkey property that they love and then they buy it with a DSCR loan. So just keep that in mind too. Like, try something for a little bit, and if it works for you and you feel like it's you're for lack of a better word, vibing with whatever you're doing, then stick with it. Otherwise, if you're just not getting it, and people have helped you, and you're still not getting it, then try something else. You can try just going into different Facebook groups, connecting with a bunch of people, and maybe even being intentional with why you're connecting with them. So like I said, some people that work with me, and for me, when I connect with people, I'm like, I want to talk to people that need loans. I want to talk to people that need to refinance, or need, are just starting to get in. And so I'm like, I make a post asking for those people. I want to talk to those people because I can add value. So there's a ton of things and that you can do. So just keep that in mind.
Yes, like uh, Zeda, I just want to show you like after. Mm, okay, please. Yeah. I was just looking for this app, and after calling, like I called today hundreds of numbers today, but I couldn't talk to a single person. Someone is like call is disconnecting automatically, and sometimes it's
Let
going
me
going
let me
to
ask you something, Shashwat. How did you come across this cold calling or calling for real estate is a way of making money? Like, how did you come across this idea? Who told you about it?
Yes, so brother, last year when I was in college, I was doing Masters of Computer Applications (MCA) here in India from
Okay.
Bhopal.
Okay.
So, like my uncle who lives in Jamshedpur, have you heard about that? Tata Nagar?
Yes, yes, I have.
Yes. So he like a kind of poked me like you are still dependent on your family, and like honestly my family background is not that good. I am from very lower background family. So like he told me to learn about trading. So I started looking on YouTube videos, and then I like got a video of Robert Kiyosaki, and
Oh, okay.
there he was talking about like how rich becomes rich and poor becomes more poor. So
Right.
from there like I started grasping things. Like I when I saw his videos, I thought like, hey, if in case I got a very good software engineering job, there is no any way I can become rich from that way.
Right.
So, and then after few searches, I just learned about a man, Robert G. Allen. Have you heard about him?
I don't know.
Yeah, he's the I think the he's the father of the concept nothing down, like
Oh.
buy properties with
Oh,
zero
yeah,
down.
yeah, yeah. Okay, I know. Yeah, never mind. But I
Yes.
want to tell you something. Like I mean, continue with what you were saying, but I want to tell you one important thing about that is going to help you right away in what you're trying to achieve. So you need to follow people that do exactly what you want to do. For you to search online and finding softwares to make calls in America is uh, is going to be 10 times harder if you keep following the wrong people. So Brent Daniels, okay, Pace Morby, or like
I need to die.
especially Brent Daniel. Okay, Pace Morby is going to talk about, I mean, higher level things that may not be applicable to you. Brent Daniels teaches wholesaling specifically. He is the owner of Wholesaling Inc. I have a podcast. I mean, I've done with him in the past few years ago. You can look it up. So Brent Daniels is, I mean, man, I'm telling you, if you sitting in India are able to close a deal. I mean, there are people who have done that, by the way. Uh,
Mhm.
but if you're able to do that, that is a big achievement. Because again, I can tell you, you have a long road ahead of you, but I think you have a lot of passion. You are going to have to develop your own. Again, I still have an accent, even if I live in America. But
Yeah,
the
I know
part
that.
is, the fun fact is, I don't call people. I only call when uh, someone is ready to sell. Okay, so I don't do the cold calling. I hire that out. Okay, so you can go on Upwork. Okay, Upwork and Fiverr and create a profile. Have you heard of these websites called Upwork? UP.
Yes, yes.
Upwork. So create
Actually,
a profile on Upwork and look for a cold calling job at someone else's business, in someone else's business. Once you, because right now there are so many things that are in your way, and one of them is your accent. When you call, even if I have an accent, I know how people in America speak, so I can overcome my accent because of the knowledge I have, because I've lived here most of my adult life. Okay, so even though I come from India, I came here when I was like in my early 20s, and now I'm over 40, so I've lived here almost 20 years. So the experience and what to say when you are connected. Let's say you get connected with some old American person, they are not looking to adjust uh, to your cultural level. So you need to adjust to their level. Okay, because they are the ones who have the property and you want that. Okay,
Mhm.
so those are the things that you will learn from Brent Daniels. Brent Daniels will go get into the nitty gritties of what it is that you need to overcome before you can land a deal. Okay, so
Okay.
I love your journey. Good luck with everything, and I'm happy to spend more time with you as you get better. Stay in touch, engage in the community by all means. But
Yes.
we are like, this community revolves around underwriting actual deals, not teaching wholesaling. So you may not benefit from what we are talking about every day. uh, I- and I like your initiative, and like you're taking action, but I don't, I mean, you have to connect with people that are doing what you want, and then learn from that. And again, sitting in another country and with limited resources is, I mean, there is a lot of stuff in your way. But connect with me on Facebook or Instagram, and I can probably put you in touch with people that need some help in their cold calling business. And maybe if you work in another person's business and make money while learning, you can
Okay.
parallelly start doing your own things, instead of, trying to jump in and call. I mean, I'll ask you a very simple question. If
Okay.
you called me, okay, and I'm an older person with a distressed property that I want to sell, I say, sure, I love your accent. Let's do the deal. What are you going to do next?
Like it's all about
Like,
now I have to improve my accent or I need
no,
to
no,
like
no.
move
I mean,
further.
I was just joking. Like, I'm just saying, someone, even after not, and don't get me wrong, okay, I'm not making fun of you by any means. I'm just, I mean, this is, again, this is another cultural thing, right? Like, this is how Americans speak. Like,
Yes.
I mean, there is a lot of sarcasm uh, in the overall context of things. Like, whatever I mean, there is, it's just a joke, but that joke is to make the conversation interesting. It's not to make fun of you, and you are
Mhm.
supposed to like catch that, laugh it off, and then add your own uh, flavor to that conversation. So, anyway, so we are getting distracted. But let's say if someone said, yes, okay, I will sell my property to you. What happens next? What can you do, and or what will you do?
So, like if you are asking me to like answer this question, uh, like in like 4 or 5 months, what I have learned is like first of all, we need to I need to put in their shoes. Like people first want to connect with you, and if I am
No, no,
just
no,
chasing
all that. Don't worry about all that. I'm not asking you any of
okay,
that. All that happened already. You connected with them, and they said, "Okay, sure, I'll sell you my property." What
yes,
will what happens next? Like if I already liked you, I already agreed to sell my property to you. What will you do next? How
okay,
will
so
you even buy it? How will you buy the property in America sitting in India? Or
yes, so
what are, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, please go ahead. You were
No, no,
saying
no, that's
something.
all I had. Like I just wanted to clarify my question.
Yes, so for like after like he's agree, now my responsibility is to look at some ways like he's looking for all cash. What is his motivation? Like if he need money instantly, or like he's open for creative terms like seller financing or sub twos. So if
Sure.
there is
I'm open to doing cash deal, and
okay,
I'm ready to sell you a $200,000 house for
mm,
50,000. What will you do? All that
first of
happened. Like, don't tell me the details of how you got the offer. I'm telling you, you already got the deal. It's a cash deal or creative deal. You already got it. Whatever you want it for, they agreed to sell it to you for that price. How will you go about buying it? What is
so
your plan? Like, okay, I have a property right now. I'm ready to sell it to you.
mm,
What? Send me the paperwork. Do you have the paperwork?
yes, I have contracts
Okay.
like
But okay, then you
like
sign the contract. What happens next?
oh, the first thing what I will do via Gmail or DocuSign, I will send him the
Contract is signed.
contract.
What's next?
Okay. Yes. So now my responsibility is to like hire a TC or like for the transaction coordinator for smooth working of
No,
the
okay.
process.
Let me ask you instead of Q&A, I'll tell you. Okay. You know the process, but execution is where you're gonna fail because sitting in India, you cannot buy the property. Are you looking to buy a property?
Yes, my aim is to buy my rental portfolios there. So
Okay.
yes.
And how will you manage it? Do you have property managers? Do you have contractors? Do you have, what are you going to do about all that?
Yes, so brother, honestly, what I have thought, like after closing my 1 or 2 deals, I am going to create my LLC, and after that,
How
like
will
my
you
end
close
goal.
the deal if you don't have the LLC? You need the LLC to close the deal. You cannot create LLC after closing on the deal. Do you have the down payment ready to put down on the property, even if it is creative?
Hmm, like EMD.
Down payment, like if you are buying a property that is 200,000, do you know what comping means?
Yes, I know.
Right. So let's say you bought a property that is 200,000 and the down payment is $20,000. Where will you
Okay.
get the 20,000 from? Do you have a plan for that?
Yes, I have multiple people who can help me with that.
So
And
have you reached out to them already that have,
yes, like even if I need like if someone who have what they call like social security number in USA.
Yes.
And if someone can partner with me and just give their credibility to me, and I can even raise
Hey,
200,000
so
euros.
sorry, Shashwat, to cut it short. I don't want to take up everyone's time. I'm happy to discuss this with you, but I mean, it sounds like that you have some plan, but we are not able to arrive at the conclusion. We'll chat privately. Text me on Instagram. I'm happy to connect with you. I'll share my
Yes,
number with you. We'll go from there. But Jada has a Zoom to start for social media. So feel free to join that and we'll go from there. Okay. But
yes, yes.
and I can help you with whatever plans you have. But good initiative for sure.
Thank you so much. And I am just connecting with you. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
100%. Okay. Talk to you soon.
Thank you guys for
Yes.
coming.
All
Appreciate
right.
you.
So Jada, are you continuing this going into the social media now?
No, I have a separate Zoom. So join there. All go into the Facebook group and it's on there.
Awesome. Thank you. Take care, all of you guys.
Thanks, everybody.
All
Bye.
right.
Oh, Chai, thank you for all your help, brother.
Yeah, of
Really
course,
appreciate
man.
it.
Talk to you soon. So let's get on a call, maybe to discuss the mindset part of it. I'm super excited that to hear that from you that you already have a background that meets exactly what our requirements are. And
Perfect.
we can,
Do you want to shoot me a message with either email or
yeah,
number and
I
I'll
I
get
got your
a,
number here. I'll text you right now.
oh, perfect. And
I
then we
just sent
can,
request on Instagram.
Yeah,
Chaitanya.
I'll text you my
and
number.
then, is it Shaswat? How do you pronounce your name?
Yes, this is Sashwat. Actually, my name is
Shashwat.
Sashwat, Pandey, but in documents I am Kumar, so this is my original name, Sashwat Kumar.
If
Yes.
you, I left a comment in there for you. If you want, we can also hop on a Zoom in the next couple days and I'll see
Oh,
where I can help you out as well. So just copy that email, send me an email saying how we met and that you want to hop on a meeting ASAP. And
yes,
I'll see if there's anything I can do to help you out as well.
oh yeah, I'll really appreciate, brother. And I'm just sending you and connecting you as well there on social profiles. Thank you
Perfect.
so much.
Chai, look forward to hearing from you, Agatha.
Yes, sir.
It was nice to see you in here, and I'll catch you guys later.
Yes, sir. Talk to you soon. All right. Nice meeting you, Shashwat.